Why fashion trends are destroying personal style. This is probably one of the biggest problems of today's fashion or today's world, is that we are too stuck into fashion trends rather than representing ourselves, rather than communicating who we are to the world. So let's get into this question. Fast fashion / Instagram trap. Now everyone always wants to have a new outfit for their new post on Instagram, right? To showcase on their story that they're wearing something new, that they have a new outfit, that they have new shoes, that they have the hottest new thing, the nice jewelry, the new this new thing, this thing, this thing, this thing. And it's all become a big vanity show, like a big show off. Like, I'm better than other people because I'm buying a new piece every day, every two days, 3 days. I have the new haul coming of new dresses, all of this, right? And influencers have taught us that we need to be buying clothes every week to be cool, to be in, to be trendy. And I see it all the time, like Shein hauls. Girls buying like 20 clothes in one haul, like 20 clothes that they're probably never going to wear in three weeks or 4 weeks time. They're just going to wear it to one event, throw it. They're going to wear it to one dinner, throw it after they get the Instagram photos. They're going to wear it to an event on a red carpet and then throw it. And these are not the people that you want to take inspiration from, first of all. And this is not fashion. If you're buying clothes one time, you're not considering, okay, does this suit who I am? Does this represent my personal brand? Does this represent how I want to showcase myself to the world? No, you're buying it to dress for other people's approval, because you're buying it to show off on Instagram. You're buying it to show off in your story that you have a new dress. And when you're buying clothes online all the time, it's very easy to get carried away. I know this from personal experience. Like, the brands know how to upsell you on clothes. They know how to get you to buy more things. For example, to get free shipping on most websites, you have to buy more things. And this is obviously a psychological thing. You're spending more money rather than saving money, because you're adding more things to your cart and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to save $15 on shipping, but you've actually spent more. Like, the brands have tricked you into buying more clothes. And that's how they make you buy more things in one go. Because most people, when they're shopping for a new clothing item, they just want to buy one thing, but then they see another thing that they really like, and they're like, see another thing, and then it's all scarcity, it's all urgency. This is how the brands trick you with their marketing. So, trends, always wanting to be in. Everyone always wants to be in. Everyone always wants to be the one that doesn't stand out. They want to wear what everyone else is wearing. And like I said in the last video, a lot of men, they'll go into a clothing store and they'll ask the assistant, what is popular right now? What is everyone else wearing right now? Instead of asking, what suits me? What suits my lifestyle? What suits, my unique style? So every time you look at someone dressed on Instagram, an influencer, and you say, oh, they look so good, I want to dress like them, I want to be more like them. First of all, you shouldn't say this. Second of all, use people as inspiration. Everyone's different, so you should dress differently. You shouldn't dress as a carbon copy as someone else. You want to be different. You don't want to be like everyone else. There's nothing wrong with being different. Standing out is your unique power. A lot of people are afraid to stand out. They're afraid to dress differently. What's funny is you could be wearing something right now, and then in 6 months' time, it could be a fashion trend. And then everyone else is like hating on you at that time, and then 6 months later, they're all wearing it. So people's opinions do not matter. So if someone says something about your outfit that you tried doing something different, who cares what they think? They don't know anything at the end of the day. If you dress for your own approval, if you dress for your own comfort, if you dress for your own happiness, that's all that matters, and that's where you'll get real confidence from. If you're constantly buying new clothes, if you're constantly trying to keep up with the trends, this is short-term gratification. Which leads me to my next point, short-term wardrobe thinking. Like, when you buy trends all the time, you're thinking short-term, always short-term. But when you're thinking about, how does this fit with my style? How does this fit with the way I want to dress? How does this fit? Does this fit me authentically? Then you stop thinking about short-term gratification. And if you think about it, social media is all short-term gratification. It's all a dopamine fix. When you get likes on your story, you feel good and you feel like, oh, I'm accepted by everyone. But if you don't get any likes on your story and you wear something that's unique, that you really like, who cares? Because happiness should come from within you, not from other people. If you're constantly chasing the likes, if you're constantly chasing approval from people, from messages from people, that's not personal style. That's dressing like everyone else. And a lot of girls from Australia, I'm from Australia, so I always use Australia as an example. A lot of girls in Sydney dress very trendy. They will always buy the new dresses that are always in style. They'll always buy the new styles that everyone else is wearing. You walk into a nightclub, everyone's dressed the same. Whereas you walk into a nightclub in Paris, everyone's dressed differently, right? So I often use Paris and Sydney as a big comparison, because Paris people, their personal style is amazing. Everyone's self-expression is incredible. People actually express themselves when you look at them. In Sydney, most people do not express themselves. Most people are scared to wear color. They're scared to stand out. They're scared to be the one that's different. In Paris, it's normal. And in Dubai, it's normal as well. But unfortunately, in some parts of the world, like Sydney, where I'm from, people are afraid of judgment. People are afraid of standing out. And everyone's stuck in this short-term gratification. So these are the things that kill personal style. These are the things that destroy authenticity and identity. And fashion is about identity. Fashion is about self-expression. Fashion is not about vanity. Fashion is not about showing off. Fashion, a lot of big brands, they know that people want to show off. So the Cartiers, the Louis Vuittons, the Guccis, they know people want to show off their new item. So they make the box look so amazing. They make the unboxing process so beautiful, because on social media, everyone wants to show off, right? And brands know psychology. Brands know human behavior. A lot of people buy these expensive brands to show off, not because they actually like them. And as a fashion stylist, I can say that with 100% guarantee. Now, of course, there's some people that actually like the Birkins. People actually like the Guccis, but Gucci is a brand I've never liked. I like certain pieces, not all of them, but people buy Gucci to show off. That's why all of the Gucci pieces literally are so show-offy. They're so in your face. And if you want to dress like that, if you want to dress like a maximalist, nothing wrong with that, but it's tacky. In my opinion, I believe it's tacky. But if you want to express yourself in that way, feel free to. But when you dress in clothes that there's no logos anywhere, and you dress in a way that you really understand yourself, then that is fashion to me. Then you understand how to mix and match different pieces to fit your personal aesthetic. And your aesthetic should be so different to other people. You could find an influencer that is exactly your personal aesthetic, and great. That means that you have someone that has the exact inspiration that you can use for your outfits. Most of the time, most influencers just dress in random clothes because of all of this. They're stuck in the fast fashion trap. They're stuck in the Instagram trap. They're stuck in just being a billboard for other companies. And me, I've always wanted to stand out from other people. I never wanted to be like that. I've always just wanted to be myself. So I love the color. I love to wear things that are comfortable. I love to wear things that are different, very unique pieces. And whatever your aesthetic is, you should find it. You should find your signature style. I talk about signature style in a lot of the previous videos, and have a look at them. For example, my fashion is psychology video. It's a very good video to watch, because it reframes your brain from thinking that fashion is just about clothes into fashion is more about mindset and confidence instead. So people ignore fit, people ignore fabric quality, and people ignore versatility. And I put authenticity into brackets because people ignore all of these things because they just want to dress how other people are dressing. And there's no long-term thinking. Every time you go shopping, you should think about, how does this fit with other pieces in my wardrobe? How does this fit my personal brand? does this fit my lifestyle? Then then you'll stop buying things that are impulse purchases, and you'll turn your shopping into a system. This is very important, because why would you want to buy things that you wear once and throw it away? Logically, think about it. Buy pieces that are statement pieces, but you can wear often. Buy statement pieces like sunglasses that you can wear and mix and match with different outfits. When you do this, then your wardrobe every day becomes less confusion, less decision fatigue, and it works for you, not against you. And also, you save so much more money. You're not buying things every day or every few days. You know who you are, so you can mix and match these things often in different ways, and then your style always looks different, but it's still using the same pieces. So you should reuse things in different ways, and there's nothing wrong with reusing items. There's nothing wrong with re-wearing clothes. Because of this Instagram trap, people think you are poor if you re-wear clothes. What a sad way to think, man. There's nothing wrong with re-wearing a nice dress. Nothing absolutely wrong with that. But a lot of women think that if they are not buying things all the time, that they're not good enough. That the people that they see on social media that are always buying clothes are better than them. That they are poor. That they are, you know, things like this, right? But honestly, there's nothing wrong with re-wearing outfits, and there's nothing wrong with re-wearing clothes. I re-wear clothes a lot. If you want to actually have inspiration on how to do this, just look through my Instagram feed. I re-wear clothes a lot in different ways. I may change the pants, I may change the accessories, I may change certain things, but I always buy pieces that I can wear again and again and again in different ways. And there's not many influencers that do this. When I think about it, there's not many. And I'm proud to be one, because how can you have personal style if you're always wearing something new all the time? It doesn't make sense to me. When you have a wardrobe that works for you, that you understand how, like you understand different outfit formulas. You understand different outfit formulas you can wear each day that feel like you, don't feel like someone else. Then you have style. If you're always buying something new, then most of the time you are confused about your clothes. You're confused about the identity you want to express through how you dress. And you're dressing for social media instead of yourself. Of course, there are some people who are really stylish, who express their authenticity and themselves perfectly, and they buy clothes all the time, new clothes all the time. And fair enough, nothing wrong with that at all. And if you do that, and if you know your style, then more power to you. But most people in this world, they're stuck in this trap, and they don't know how to get out of it. And this is exactly how to get out of it right here. We'll get to it. So short-term wardrobe thinking, yep, covered that one. Okay, so psychologically, this is why your clothes never feel right. And this is what I just basically said. Psychologically, short-term wardrobe thinking is why your clothes never feel right, and why you think you have to buy new clothes all the time. That's the real reason why you think you need new clothes all the time, because you don't know what to mix and match with your wardrobe. You don't know what your signature style is. You just look at others for approval and others for inspiration, instead of look within yourself. Losing your identity, style dictated by others, not yourself. So your wardrobe does not communicate who you are, and this leads to less confidence. When your wardrobe does not communicate who you are, and you're a colorful person, and you're an amazing person, there is a gap here. Your clothes should communicate how amazing you are. And everyone loves different movies, right? Everyone loves different music. Everyone loves different arts. So everyone should dress differently if everyone's taste is different, right? If someone loves mafia movies and they dress like a 90s mobster, Italian mafia, like gangster, and you like that aesthetic, but you don't know why, think about why. Ask yourself why. Go into your notes app and ask yourself, why do I like the old school, you know, vibe, old school tailoring, old school things like this? Because I love Goodfellas, I love Casino, I love these movies. These movies are amazing. And, you know, Scarface as well. All of these mobster movies, you know, I really like, and I love the way they dress. But I don't really dress like them. I just like how they dress, and I love the stories as well. But I love when other people dress like that, in the really nice tailoring, in the very like old school classy vibe. But I don't dress like that. And you can admire something and not dress like that as well. So this is what I want to say. If you like how someone else is dressed, but you don't want to dress like them, don't dress like them. Just because it's in right now or whatever it might be. That's just an example, but I think it's a good example. So ask yourself, why exactly do you like certain things? Just go into your notes app, ask yourself, and then you'll find out why. You'll start putting pieces together. You'll be like, okay, this because of this, because of that. For example, I'm Indian, I love color. And I always wondered, why did I like color? And then I started to think, oh my God, of course. My parents, when I was growing up, they would wear, you know, traditional clothes like saris. My mom's traditional Indian clothes. They are very colorful, super, super colorful. Purple, pink, green, yellow, orange. My dad's turban would be yellow, green, red, blue, all of these colors, right? So if I grew up seeing this all the time, then naturally I'm gonna dress like that as well. So, or have that as one of my, you know, reference points, because yeah, I just love color. And I guess a lot of Indians love color too because of this reason. But I never realized that until I thought about it in depth. So instead of just going through life shopping subconsciously, go through life purposefully about why do you like what you like. And this will make it so much easier to get dressed. This will start allowing you to dress with the intention rather than dress randomly. And you'll save a lot of money as well because you'll stop the impulse purchasing. You will represent yourself authentically and you'll be so much more confident. So that's a good point. And trapped in a cycle of never-ending updates. Of course, if you dress in trends all the time and what other people are wearing, you're going to be constantly trapped in this never-ending cycle of buying more clothes, buying more clothes, buying more clothes. And for fashion brands, it's an amazing thing because most people are stuck in this cycle and they can't get out of it. So if you're buying clothes all the time, you don't know your identity. You don't know exactly how to express yourself. So you think buying new clothes is how to express yourself. And you look at what other people are wearing. To get out of this trap, the main thing is to find out what your signature style is. It's to express yourself authentically. It's to have personal style instead of just buying fashion. Fashion and personal style are two different things, two completely different things. Fashion is what the brands sell us on the runways 4 times a year. And what we do, how we express that fashion is personal style. How we show that to the world is personal style. Every time you get dressed in the morning, you're styling yourself and you're expressing yourself. So think about, what is the image I want to show to the world? Do I want to dress like Kim Kardashian? Or do I want to dress like Bav? Do I want to dress like myself? Dress like yourself. Don't dress exactly like someone else. Of course, Kim Kardashian's style is amazing. You know, Bella Hadid's style is amazing. You know, there's so many other people. But too many people copy celebrities. Too many people copy influencers. Too many people copy other people instead of finding out what do they like. And of course, another big thing is judgment. And the last video went into judgment a lot. And even though it was a men's video, I recommend women to watch that video as well because a lot of the points I talk about also relate to women as well. But judgment is a big one and is why people are stuck in this cycle and this trap, because humans naturally want to feel like other people approve of what they do. And if you get a comment from someone saying, I don't like your style, or you look like a clown, or something like that, you're not going to feel good about how you express yourself that day, and you're going to want to dress like other people. And many men are stuck in that because men get judged really, really harshly for dressing very differently, or even a simple thing like a pink tie. One of my clients in Sydney, they wore a pink tie and a pink handkerchief one day with a blue suit to work. And it wasn't a bright tie. It was actually a very professional tie and handkerchief combo. But he got comments from some people calling him very like big insults. And when he told me that, I'm just like, really? Wow. And of course, I've faced a lot of criticism for the way I dress, for being colourful in Australia. I was born in Sydney and I dress colourfully. Sydney is a more monochrome place, so people do not dress in colour. Even Melbourne is pretty similar to that. Melbourne is very monochrome as well. Australia in general is very monochrome. So when people saw my style, they would say things, they would say mean things, even in Instagram comments, but the majority of people would say positive things. But if you get stuck on one comment or two comments or three comments, just think one thing. Are you happy with how you dress that day? If you are, that's all that matters, not what other people think. So if you change your mindset around this, you'll start dressing for yourself instead of for other people. Just because a post gets less comments or likes than another post. For example, you're wearing a cheetah print dress in one outfit, in one post, and in another post, you express yourself more and you dress in pieces that are a bit more you rather than something that's trending right now, like animal print. And that post gets less likes than the one in the trendy cheetah print. There's nothing wrong with that, because social media, it wants to go to the more trendy things. So often the trendy things will go viral, and the things that express personal expression get less likes. This is how the algorithm works most of the time, and it's true, because look at TikTok. The whole point of these new trends and things and everything, people want to constantly buy new things because they want to show on TikTok that they have the newest thing, or the newest clothing item, or the newest trend, whatever it might be. If the new trend is bucket hats, people are going to buy bucket hats so they can post on TikTok and say, this is the new trend. And there's a lot of things wrong with this, of course. First of all, if you're just buying things to post on social media, that's not good. Second of all, this is bad for the environment. Third of all, you're not representing yourself. And there's a lot of other things wrong with that as well. But yeah, actually, I forgot to talk about TikTok before, so it's good I put that in now. So, constant comparison breeds self-doubt. Constant comparison. Humans are going to compare themselves to other people all the time. It's a natural thing. When we look through social media, we're comparing ourselves to other people. We're saying that we're not good as this person because we don't have the Cartier bracelet. We're saying we're not as good as this person because we don't have the Van Cleef necklace. We're saying we're not as good as this person because this person's husband got them a huge diamond ring, and my husband got me a small diamond ring. And that's something my client said, actually. And I shouldn't laugh, sorry. So it's things like this that, we're all constantly comparing ourselves to other people. And humans are not meant to be like this. Like, we're not meant to look at people's lives 24/7. That's such a recent thing. And the human brain, it's wanting to look for knowledge, it's wanting to look for statistics, it's wanting to look for information. And social media gives this all to us so freely, so easily. And then we constantly have these thoughts in our brain like we're not good enough, we have to buy the expensive item to make ourselves look better. If we're a founder of a company, we have to wear the expensive $200,000 watch, whatever it might be. These are all examples from certain experience I've had with my clients. So I just want to tell you that Materialism is also one of the big things these days, and it also is because of social media. A lot of problems come from social media, but I do love social media. I love social media so much because it gives me my platform, and it's led for so many opportunities for me. But social media, there's a lot of big problems as well with it, especially with someone that, like me, that talks about mental health a lot. Social media, the problem of materialism is one of the big ones, which causes people to buy fashion trends. And you end up dressing for approval. When you dress for approval, you're not dressing for yourself, you're dressing to make other people happy. And there's a big problem with this because materialism is one of the big ways to dress for approval, to buy the expensive items all the time, to buy the Louis Vuittons and all of these things. And if we started to look for things, not worrying about the price. If something is $20 and you buy it, it doesn't make you less than the person who bought $2,000 for something. Stop comparing yourself to other people just because of the price tag of your clothes. Instead, think of the fit of the clothes. Think about the quality of the clothes. Think about how does it make you feel. Clothing is a feeling. When you put on your clothes, you feel something. Fashion is art. When you look at someone, it makes you have an opinion about it. It's the same as a painting. When you look at a painting, you have an opinion about the painting, right? So therefore, when you dress up, you should make yourself happy, and you should express yourself to the world. And when an artist puts out a painting, for example, they're not worried about what other people are thinking. They made the art because they had an idea at that time, and that painting is forever going to be a piece of art that represents what that painter thought at that time. Now you think of Leonardo da Vinci. His paintings are masterpieces, and if he thought about too much about what other people were thinking at his time, he wouldn't have made those art pieces, because he was such a trendsetter. He was so far ahead of his time. Like, he's one of the greatest of all times, right? But if he was thinking about what other people were doing at that time, he would have just made an art piece that everyone else was making, right? So this is something I want to tell you is, do not be afraid to dress differently. Do not be afraid to be the one that stands out. If you are happy in how you dress, that's the only thing that matters. So next time you go shopping, go for the piece that you wouldn't usually go for. Go for the dress you wouldn't usually go for. Go for the jacket you wouldn't usually try. And try it on and see how it looks. Don't just ask, what is popular? Ask the person, what do you think would suit me instead? What a big change, right? What is popular? What would suit me instead? And the shopping assistant, they want to help you. They want to make money at the end of the day. So if the question you ask is more relevant to personal style rather than fashion trend, they're going to help you to buy whatever is more suited to you rather than trendy. Because most people just ask, what is trendy right now? And I want to buy whatever's trendy. No, it's not the thing you should ask. If you want one-on-one personal styling advice from me, you can book a session through the link below in the Stand store that I have. And I can take you shopping. I can also do a wardrobe audit for you, go through your wardrobe and remove whatever is not working for your lifestyle, for your authenticity, for your self-expression, for your identity. And I can also do a style optimization session, which is a very short session, which basically allows you to find your signature style. And this will help you so much with clarity and remove confusion from your wardrobe as well. So you can book those in the link below. So what is the fix? I've been talking about the fix throughout the whole episode, but to make it easy for you guys, first of all, it's build authentic style that is timeless. When you build your authentic style, you're not going to worry about what is trendy all the time. Something I do want to say is, fashion trends are okay if they represent your authentic style. For example, crochet is trendy. It's been trending for the last 2 years, and it's still trendy right now. And I'm wearing crochet right now to show you guys that I do love crochet. I do love crochet because it does represent my style. It is something that is very comfortable, as well, as I said before, and it represents me because I love to wear pieces that are a bit different in fabric and construction, and crochet is a big one. and it's very, like, it's super breathable, especially in the Dubai weather. So even though this is a trend, it represents me authentically. So there's nothing wrong with buying trends if it represents your personal style, but most of the time people are too fixated on trends, which destroys personal style. That's what I want to say. Second of all, invest in fit and quality. Investing in your fit of your clothes is a big one. So I just made a video on this, a full video, about 2 videos ago, about why fit matters more than expensive clothes. You can watch that through the link above. And quality of your clothing. If you're buying Shein hauls all the time, every week, you're not worried about the quality of your clothes. You're just worried about wearing it once and then throwing it away. So instead, change your mindset, not change your brain, change your mindset to focus on long term. And is this piece made well? Is it made with quality materials that feel good on my body? Then it's good. And this is why I always suggest shopping in person, so you can feel the material. Online shopping, you can't feel the material, and most clothes these days are made with polyester, plastic, and they are really poorly made, and they, come apart after 3-4 washes or whatever it might be. So third of all, think long term. Long term, long term, long term. Stop the short term gratification, think long term instead. Stop thinking about approval in the short term. Stop thinking about the likes. Think about what is more you. Fourth of all, create a signature style. Create a signature style, and a lot of my previous videos are about this, and I go way more in depth over there. So watch the previous videos. Start with fashion psychology and personal style. Start with those two, and then you can fix your habit of dressing in the trendy things. Fifth, stop chasing trends. Stop chasing trends. That's the main thing I want to tell you completely after all of this, is stop chasing trends and start chasing your signature style. Start chasing, how can I represent myself to the world? How can I stop being confused every morning? How can I stop worrying about what other people think? Represent yourself. Be happy in what you wear. Be happy with how you communicate who you are, and your confidence will skyrocket 100%. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. Please leave a comment on your thoughts, and feel free to check out my Instagram at bav.xo for daily style advice and more of this every day. Fashion is psychology, fashion is self-expression, fashion is self-discovery. When you dress outside of your comfort zone, when you dress outside of what other people think, you will grow as a person in your profession, in your dating life, in many things, not just in how you dress. Confidence is everything, expression is everything, fashion is powerful. When you reframe these thoughts, you'll go so far ahead in life. So dress better, live better.